The Utah Jazz at 1-5 head out on an Eastern Conference road trip that will span 5 games, starting at the Garden against the New York Knicks. Jazz and the Knicks both getting off to a little bit of a disappointing start this season. Both teams with a lot of potential as we go forward, just trying to mesh new players into the system and gain some kind of cohesion between the new players on the roster. Carmelo Anthony and the Knicks ready to go against the Jazz. Former Jazz man Jeff Hornacek coaching New York. Hill, Hood, Hayward, Favors, and Gobert for the Jazz. Jennings, Lee, Carmelo, Porzingis, and Joakim Noah for the Knicks. Rodney Hood, shot no good to start the game. Hill, his shot no good as well. Rebounded by Favors. He'll kick it to Hood. Third time is a charm for Rodney Hood as he hits the three to get the scoring underway here at the Garden. Hayward around a screen. Knicks leading by 6. Cuts the lead to 3 after a timeout. Jazz trying to keep it closer in this one. Use timeouts more wisely and stop any runs that the Knicks get on. Exum off the glass. Puts the Jazz up by 3. Dante Exum to Hood around the screen. Hood for 3 from the left side. His shot is good. And it is 19-15 Utah with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. O'Quinn underneath. Takes the contact but finishes, no foul called. At the end of the first quarter, the Jazz lead 25-21 here in New York City. Playing a lot better basketball in that first quarter than they have recently. Maybe starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm. Starting to figure each other out here. Johnson off the screen. To the elbow, knocks down the shot. Jazz lead by 7. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Jazz lead by 5. Carmelo Anthony stops in transition. Hits the 20-footer from the top of the key. Cuts the Jazz lead to 3. Lee now. Over to the right side to Carmelo Anthony, who hits the 3. 37-34 Jazz with the lead. A nice move by George Hill on the break. And he will scoop it up in off the glass. Backhanded. Into the left corner to Trey Lyles. Lyles hits the 3. Jazz lead by 6. Hayward underneath to Trey Lyles. Lyles turnaround. Fall away shot from the baseline is good. Jazz lead by 5. Here's Holiday to the top of the key to O'Quinn. He knocks down the shot. Jazz by 3. 1 minute to go in the first half. Ingles holding. George Hill comes around the screen. He'll hold at the top of the key. Finds Hayward around a screen. 4-3. It is good. Jazz lead by 6. They would take a 4-point 51-47 lead into the break. So very good improvement for the Jazz, leading here at halftime on the road against a very good Knicks team. Knicks shooting 49%. Jazz shooting 46%. Jazz holding their own in the rebounds and doing much better in assists. 3 steals for the Jazz, 2 blocks. Favors 10 points, 4 boards. Carmelo Anthony 13 points, 2 rebounds for New York. Third quarter action now. George Hill, shot no good, rebounded by Gobert. He is blocked by Carmelo Anthony as Carmelo gets up. Here's Porzingis from the right side, and Porzingis knocks down the 3, giving the Knicks a lead 52-51. Favors now, working on Porzingis. Drop step up and off the glass. Beautiful play on the block by Favors. Jazz working to Favors again. He's double teamed. Kicks it out to the corner to Hayward, who hits the 3. And it's 67-64. Knicks with the lead. Beautiful pass by Favors. So he's double teamed. Here's Thomas. Thomas in the lane. Spins back to the middle. Fouled there by Dante Exum. Up around the rim and in. Thomas with a chance at a 3-point play there. 78-72 New York now. Shot no good by the Knicks. Rebounded by O'Quinn. He puts it back up and is fouled. It gets it to go. Knicks go up by 9. They finish the quarter 81-75. New York has taken the lead over the Jazz, but the Jazz still in this game. Early fourth quarter. 83-80 Knicks. Beautiful pick and roll from Dante Exum. Bounce pass to Gobert. Gobert lays it up and in. 83-82 now. Joe Johnson. Jab steps. Carmelo right in his face. Johnson hits the shot, giving the Jazz an 84-83 lead with 9.5 to go. Porzingis Fall away, no good. Rebounded by Carmelo as he sneaks inside Rudy Gobert there to get the board and puts it up in. Knicks by 1, 93-92, swatted away by Rudy Gobert. 4 minutes to go. The Knicks lead by 1. Now they lead by 3 with 3:29 to go. Inbounds pass to Hayward. He hits the 3. We're all tied up at 3:25 to go. Jazz are in this game. Down by 2 now. Rodney Hood behind the screen. Hits the 3 to put the Jazz up 98-97 with 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Carmelo Anthony working on Hayward. Double team late getting there. Anthony hits the shot off the glass to go up 99-98. Carmelo now isolating on the low post on Hayward. He hits the fall away. Knicks by 3 with 1:20 to go. Anthony from 3. He misses, but Joakim Noah is there to tip it in. And the Knicks go on to beat the Jazz 105-100 in a very competitive game at the Garden. And things looking a lot better for Utah going forward after this one. Chemistry and the offense in particular was much better for the Jazz. Knicks shoot 48%, Jazz shoot 45%. A few too many threes for the Jazz, although they hit 15 out of 29. Were outscored in the paint 50-30, and that's got to change going forward. That's something that the Jazz have generally a good advantage on most teams, is scoring in the paint. That needs to translate over onto the stat sheet. Carmelo Anthony, 27 points, 6 boards, 5 assists for New York. Very good game for Carmelo. And that block there against Gobert was just crazy. Quick look at the standings here early in the season in the Northwest Division. The Blazers are 5-1. The Jazz are 1-6. And a quick look at the Atlantic Division. The Toronto Raptors are 3-2. The Knicks are 2-4 now with that win. And the Jazz will face the Philadelphia 76ers, who are 2-3, surprisingly 2-3, in their second game of a back-to-back. We'll see how the Jazz come out in this one with energy in a game they really should win. Here in the city of brotherly love, the Wells Fargo Center, the Sixers and the Jazz. 8th game of the season for Utah, coming in at 1-6. They've got some work to do to try to get things right, hoping that it will start tonight in Philadelphia. Jahlil Okafor and the Sixers. Continuously rebuilding, perpetually rebuilding here in the city of brotherly love. Jazz up 7-2 now. Dario Saric stops on the break and hits the shot. Jazz lead by 2 here. Shot blocked away by Gobert. Hill to the left side to Hayward on the run. He is fouled by Saric. He gets the shot to go though. And the Jazz lead 11-7 early. Shot no good here. Rebounded by Favors. Out to Exum. Exum pushes it ahead to Hayward on the wing. In transition, Hayward knocks down the 3. The Jazz lead by 9. Here's Exum to Boris Diaw. He slips the screen. Diaw dunks it home. Jazz leading by 11 here. Jahlil Okafor, fouled by Derek Favors, gets the jump hook to go, trying to keep the Sixers within reach here in the first quarter. 8-point lead for Utah. Nice pass into Favors on the block. Jazz lead by 10, 26-16, and at the end of the first quarter, it's an 8-point lead at 26-18 for Utah. Joe Johnson to Boris Diaw from the top of the key. His shot is good for 3. Embiid fouls Withy there. The 3 counts. 30-18 Utah. Here's Embiid, guarded by Withy. Turnaround, fall away, rattles in. 10-point lead for the Jazz. Now leading by 13. Alec Burks to the lane. Up in off the glass. Gets it to go. Alec Burks with the finish. 39-25, Jazz lead now. TJ McConnell stops in transition and hits the 3 from the top of the key. Shot no good, rebounded by Withy. Withy will push it ahead to the right side to Burks. Burks to the middle to Lyles. Back to Burks for the layup. Nice teamwork on that one. Jazz lead by 19 now. Ben Simmons working on Trey Lyles. He gets all the way to the hoop, and with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half, it's Simmons' first bucket of the game. Here's Bayless. Jared Bayless knocks down the shot from the elbow. And at the break, the Jazz with a 55-36 lead, a 19-point lead at the break. This is looking good for the Jazz, who played yesterday, hoping to get their starters some rest in this game. Jazz shooting 50%, the Sixers shooting 37%. Jazz sharing the ball with 15 assists to 7 assists for the Sixers. Third quarter action now. Ben Simmons. Underneath, over to the left side, shot goes down. 55-40. Utah now leading 57-41. Hill to Hayward. Hayward into the middle of the lane, and he is fouled there. Gets the shot to go. Jazz lead by 18. Gobert with the nice finish there. 20-point lead for the Jazz. 7:28 to go. Hill to the lane. Up and off the glass left-handed. Shot goes for George Hill as he gets all the way to the rim. Here's TJ McConnell. Hill strips it away. And Hill gives it to Hood, who is fouled. He would make both free throws. But a great steal there by George Hill. Into the left corner. Beautiful pass from Gobert down to Favors. And Favors is able to backhand it up and in. The Jazz lead by 23 midway through the third. 21-point lead now. Covington looking down the barrel. Hits the three. Philadelphia cuts the lead to 18. Alec Burks now on the left side. He will fire up the three and get it to go. Alec Burks puts the Jazz up by 23. Here in the third quarter. Covington now. Covington steps back. Guarded there by Jingles. And Covington hits the three. It's a 20-point game. Now on the right side, Shelvin Mack will hit the shot from the baseline. But as you see underneath the hoop, Alec Burks is down and holding his leg. He would be helped off. And it's 84-60 at the end of the third. Jazz with a 24-point lead. Alec Burks, by the way, would not return in this game. We'll await further word on the extent of his injury. TJ McConnell now to the right side to Simmons. Simmons whips it underneath the hoop to Okafor for the layup. 22-point lead for Utah. 5:16 to go in the game. Here's Exum to the top of the key to Gobert. To Lyles, underneath to Jingles for the layup. Jazz go on to cruise in this one, 117-84 the victory over the Philadelphia 76ers to stop a 5-game losing streak and improve to 2-6. Jazz shoot 54% from the field while holding the Sixers to 40%. Points in the paint, dead even at 40 apiece. That's a big stat for the Jazz. Also, 32 assists for the Jazz to 19 assists for the Sixers. Very good job of sharing the basketball and running their offense. Player of the game for the Jazz, Trey Lyles, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists off the bench, as the bench got a lot of run in this one due to the large lead that the Jazz had. Trey Lyles was lights out, had a fantastic game for Utah. Definitely needs more time on the floor.